Hey everyone, my name's Brooke. Welcome to No Spoilers. I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about movies and TV, and I'll tell you all you need to know without knowing it all.
Pop that thing. I'ma show you how to make your man say, oh.
Before I get started, make sure you hit that notifications bell and subscribe so you don't miss any No Spoilers episodes. I don't know the last time that I have purposely seen a movie twice in 1 week. And I am so happy. It is The Triangle of Sadness. This movie is 10 out of 10. I don't know. It is done perfectly and I am just so happy that I watched it. The Triangle of Sadness is directed by Ruben Östlund and stars Davies, Harrelson, Dickinson, and Charlbi, which rest in peace, baby girl. After this movie, we were like, we have to find this girl on Instagram, and we found out that she had actually passed away from like a random illness and went to the hospital and suddenly passed away. So sending so much condolences to her family and all her cast and crew members that were able to film this amazing movie with her. The movie's premise is a cruise for the super rich sinks, thus leaving survivors, including a fashion model, celebrity couple, trapped on an island. And may I just say, this is one of those movies that you have no idea where it's going. And I just loved that it just had this great commentary on like classism and the hierarchy of society. And one thing that was really cool in the way that everything was portrayed, which was very specific to the director, and he did this on purpose, is that there's no main character. So us as humans are just watching other humans live life and have their little hijinks and their little quirks, and we're able just to take our own experience of life and create our own interpretation of those people and our own judgments of those people, and just kind of just accepting them for who they are and just seeing it play out, instead of it being this forced antagonist, protagonist, this person's good, bad. It's like, no, these people are just people, and this is just how the society is. In the movie itself, it was very much like showing how we're kind of born into a society and we conform as such. You know, if we grew up in this particular way, we kind of believe that we have to kind of stay in this particular way or mindset because of everything else around us is kind of forcing us to do that, and it's like very hard to kind of get out of that. And it's really cool to see all of a sudden when society's pressure on us to be these particular people, whether it be, you know, super rich or, you know, being a cleaner, that all of a sudden if it's gone, what happens? What does that look like? Also, I love that it was so funny. I haven't laughed that much in a very long time. I love this movie because it's very nuanced. These are my favorite type of movies where it's very funny. It's not necessarily a comedy, ha ha ha, like slapstick comedy. It's very much like, it kind of reminds me of Seinfeld, where the reason why Seinfeld was funny, it was because people are just doing everyday things, and sometimes it's ridiculous, or sometimes it's like funny, but like, or it's relatable, or you have a friend that's like that, or that you've seen this before, or you know someone on the street that has done this to you, or you yourself are this person that you're watching, and that is hilarious. It really just kind of opens it. It's like they're breaking the fourth wall, but not really, and they're kind of like looking to your soul, and you're able to make judgments on people based on how they're acting. And sometimes it's funny and ridiculous, or it's like crazy, or it's sassy, and it's like, oh my gosh, wow, like this was perfect. It also just takes you on a trip. There is no point in the movie where you're like, oh, this is gonna be how this is gonna end up. No. I thoroughly believe you need to sit and enjoy this movie in a theater before it's out of theaters. I hope this is gonna be in the theaters for a really long time. If you are liking this no spoilers episode, make sure you hit like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. This cast was so amazing, like I was saying before, and I really love that it could have been so easy to have these characters have like these particular tropes and it be very cheesy, and none of it ever turned out that way. No one was ever played up too much. No one's like character development was ever this like cheesy Disney thing. It was very much like every character had, and that's for a large ensemble, for every character to have a full complete character arc is very hard to do, very hard to write, and sometimes can be very hard to act in as well. And this director, you did amazing. This was great. Another reason why you should see it in the audience is because in both audiences that I was in where it was full, it's so much different energy than just like watching it streaming at your home. I know because of COVID, we had to watch, you know, things on streaming, but now that things are open, get your AMC Stubs membership, whatever you need to do, and get out there. The movies are open. And the energy you feel in these kind of movies where everyone is kind of feeling off of each other and there's someone like heckling in the background and laughing and gasping, and it's just like, that is one really good thing that came out of this experience watching The Triangle of Sadness, because I was able to watch it with so many other moviegoers that also left the theater being like, what just happened? What did I just watch? I 100% believe this movie will be nominated for an Oscar. I wouldn't be surprised if they won an Oscar. They apparently had like an 8-minute standing ovation at the Cannes Film Festival. And special shout out to the Filipina actress in this movie. I love that they cast it in so many different parts of the world. It was an international casting, and there's this Filipina actress named Dolly de Leon. I commented on her last post on Instagram and I was like, Dolly, I see an Oscar in your future. Brava. So there is this one particular scene in the movie that I was surprised I loved so much, because there are a lot of movies that have done this particular style of like humor, which when it happens, when you see it, you'll know what I'm talking about. But usually I don't like those kind of like scenes in movies, and I don't know if it was because the people, the things that were happening to the people that made it so funny, but I thoroughly enjoyed this particular scene, and you'll know what it is when you get to it, and I think you'll enjoy it too. I really can't compare it to any particular movie because it's in its own lane. It's in its own lane. This movie will go down as one of the best movies ever created. Congratulations to everyone in Triangle of Sadness. Absolutely go watch this movie. You will not be disappointed, and I hope you have a great time enjoying laughing uncontrollably. Thank you so much for joining me on No Spoilers. If you have a particular movie you want me to go watch or want me to review, just leave a comment below, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!